just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 16 yards.
16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the 49er.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, 49.
Go, 38.
First down.
Ready.
Again, and here comes Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here we go. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Francisco.
Back, cut.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll run it here with Brooks. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now
Ready.
3rd and goal.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
the Commanders take over.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll stick with him again. He's up the sideline to the 25. Down the sideline past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Saul, going to return it. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
The Niners take over.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set. 40.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he finds some space tackling after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Check, huh?
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Check.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Red 38. Cut.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
Gain of 19 yards.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. 10 black. Ready.
They run over center with Robinson. They'll be marked down very close to the 1st down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
Here we go. Here we ready.
We'll try and run it with Brooks. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Could have depended on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on downs.
Get up. Press Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Hold it ready.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Jalen Lane. Touchdown Commanders. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The PAT up and good. And the Commanders will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Saul, going to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
On the set. Set, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. That's taken on this side of midfield. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
42-yard line.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Check up.
On 1st down, Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th TD grab of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Pearsall going to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, play. Down. Cut.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 9.
Ready. 52.
He'll drop to throw. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Moving to his left. He'll take off again. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, it doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down.
49-yard line.
Deputy!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Second down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
We are through one. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, check!
On play action, Daniels going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will score! Touchdown, Commanders! And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Exiting the pocket right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
That one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Set up! Panther 6! Ready,
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready! Viking 18.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
19
line.
Charger, 19 Charger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. To the pylon, he's in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. 60 reps. 60 reps. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and ball's incomplete.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4.
Set. Yellow. 43. Hut, hut.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Hold it ready. Ready? Go!
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A gain there of 27 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Ready, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Now Daniels going to get this forward to the receiver. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out.
Set, ready, set.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0.
42. 49ers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Red 30.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Second and 4.
50, great. Set.
Another run here for Robinson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll come up here, first and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
Down. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yards.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt it away for San Francisco. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one. And the failure to connect on the fake punt is going to lead to a turnover on down.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They will take a knee here. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Cougar 19.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Ready? Ready?
Back to the ground after the penalty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
That is going to be close in. He's got it. Touchdown, Commander. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set, ready.
A tight end in motion now.
Set.
Now, faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Niners first down. We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down at the 43-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Let's go. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, Blocker. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
We'll go with a drop play here on second down. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Down. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
We'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Now to the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead.
The score, Commanders 56, 49ers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks. And set up 4th down. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. How they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The the drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
They'll go again with Robinson. And this a slight improvement over the previous. They're not going to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially is why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Third and 11.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers out for the punt. Coverage there. Met and dropped before he can get a return going. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
They'll go with a counter on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ready.
From the 46, here's second and a yard.
19. Ready.
Now give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Set up.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. they just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Ready? Ready?
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
Okay, ready?
3rd and a long way to go.
Tag. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check out.
Following the penalty, he'll run it. Whoa.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
On the ready? Let's go. 40 seconds.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Here we go. Black 40.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Slot man in motion left. They'll look to throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here back up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
Ready?
Now a give up the middle. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Now they'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Second and 10. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
On the double. Here we ready?
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
It is 3rd and long.
Ready. 50, green.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences.
Here we go, set. Spot.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Out wide, that's Robinson. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Let's go. Set.
Back to throw. He'll push it downfield. This one's for Kittle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Okay, break. Down, ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, and that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Well, you do not see that very often. From that area of the field, thinking going forward, not that far backward, a shocking safety for the defense.
It is shocking, Mike, and to be frank, it just can't happen. I mean, you just can't go backwards in this point of the field, and not only do you lose the yardage, but you give the defense an easy opportunity to capitalize with the 2 points.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
On the set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
So now. Hut, hut.
That's over the middle to Kittle. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock stop, 46 seconds to go.
3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again.
Ready.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.